So this is a question I always receive, right? What does show don't tell actually look like in a scene? And during our TYS cohort, we've had this session. So show don't tell is really about the difference between giving the audience information and letting them experience something for themselves. When you tell, you are explaining things directly. You say what a character feels, who they are, or what's going on. But when you show, you let the audience figure it out through behavior, visuals, and small details. For example, instead of saying a character is broken or heartbroken, you might show them reading a message, pausing, then typing a reply, and then deleting it, and then sitting in silence as their expression changes, right? So nothing is explained out loud, but the emotions becomes clear because we can see it happening in real time. The same goes for character. Rather than telling us something is or someone is careless, you show them just leaving things unfinished, ignoring small responsibilities, or probably brushing off mistakes that affect other people. So over time, their action builds a clear picture of who they really are. It also works in moments of tension. You don't need dialogue to explain that two people don't trust each other, right? You use dialogue really to push on the film or the story forward. So for example, a hesitation before answering, avoiding eye contact, a subtle body language can communicate everything the audience needs to understand. You should not take your film or your storytelling process like you're lecturing the audience, right? It's didactic. No, at its core, show don't tell means trusting the audience. Instead of spelling everything out, you give them just enough to connect the dots themselves. And when you do so, they become more emotionally involved, and you see their brain is trying to add one and two together because they're not just being told a story. They're not just spectators. They're actively experiencing it. And this is a strong tool used in the fierce circle of cinema in Africa. And in those olden days, moonlight tales of the elders, they paused, they moved, gestured, and waved. Sometimes their silence echoed louder than the next dialogue.